Come on, everybody. Here we go. Off to Weberland.
Hi, friends.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Ryan.
And we are Adventures in Weberland, episode 21.
Yes.
And as promised, we are going to dive into World Showcase. I know, we kind of messed up there. Well, we didn't really mess up. We kind of went, 2 episodes ago, we said we were going to rank the lands in Epcot in World Showcase on the next episode. And instead, we decided to talk about all the amazing announcements from D23.
You have to. You have to detour.
You do. Yeah. That's right. And before we dive in, there is some more news. Not as spectacular as Villains Land, but there is an update to the new tower at the Polynesian.
Okay.
So it's called Island Tower, right?
Yeah.
And they have a restaurant. I'm reading right off of Disney Food Blog, by the way, because I can't remember everything. But there is a restaurant name, Wailulu Bar and Grill, I believe is how you pronounce it. It's going to be a walk-up pool bar and grill with views of the Seven Seas Lagoon and Cinderella Castle. Nice. It's going to serve an all-day menu for lunch and dinner and specialty coffee and pastries for breakfast. The Cove Pool is going to be a new zero-entry pool, which is nice. We like those with kids because, you know, you just walk in, kind of like you're like walking into the ocean, you know, as opposed to stairs. Let's see. And the kids, there's going to be a splash pad. It's going to be called Moana's Voyage. Life-size sculptures of Moana and her canoe. And then 4 exclusive terrace gardens will feature vibrant artwork and themed seating areas. And some are going to have fireworks view.
Beautiful.
So, new news coming out of the Polynesian. That's opening in December.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we're excited for that. We don't have anything booked.
No.
I think we're going to wait that one out because it's, let them, you know, test the waters with actual guests at the tower. And I'm just glad that they announced another pool. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, maybe we'll stop by and look at it next time we're there.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. But like I said, I'm just glad they announced another pool because I was a little concerned on having the main pool at the Poly and then even the quiet pool. That's just not enough, especially if you're building this huge tower. So.
They need a quick service too. They need something.
Well, we'll see what happens with that bar and grill that they have.
Yeah.
Is that going to be, you know, like a normal pool bar, or is that going to be, you know...
Just seating is, I think, an issue, so...
Yeah.
When we were there.
That's fair. I see what you're saying, yeah. Yeah, Captain Cook's is not exactly, There's a lot of seating outside, but not inside.
Well, especially in the summer, it's too hot outside, so...
Yes.
For kids.
That's true.
What are we doing today?
So, like I said before, we are going to rank the countries in World Showcase. We've been doing a series, and we started with ranking the lands in each park. So we did Magic Kingdom, then Animal Kingdom, then Hollywood Studios, then Epcot, and we realized, well, World Showcase, yes, is considered a land, but then there are sublands, which are the countries, and it was just too much for one episode, so we decided to make World Showcase its own. We did put out there, we asked you guys, our listeners, on our Instagram and Facebook, what your favorite country is in Epcot and why. So we got a few answers. We'll go over those as well. How do you think you did?
Good.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty easy.
Oh, excuse me. Well, then you can kick it off because it wasn't ezy for me.
Oh. What am I doing first? The least?
Yeah, we always start from the bottom and then we go to the top. Yes. For me, I love World Showcase, and I've said this many times on many episodes. I could spend a full day in just World Showcase because I love going through like the different cultures and seeing, you know, everything from the shows to trying new foods and drinks, and, you know, if there's a ride in there, great. But just learning about the culture, I love it. So this was difficult because I really love every country. Yeah. But, you know, some are better than the others.
Yeah, I like all of them too. It's fun, all different cultures and food, and it's just really great. And it is hard kind of to name these, but I mean,
so it's
really based on what I've experienced.
There are 11 countries, and then there's the Refreshment Outpost, which usually has more of like an African theme to it. They occasionally have the drums out, which Jagger loves when they're there. And then you have International Gateway, which is also not exactly a country. It's not a country. It's not exactly a country. It's not a country. And it's actually another entrance and exit to Epcot from the Boardwalk, Beach Club, Yacht Club, Swan and Dolphin area. There's also the Skyliner is there as well. That is between United Kingdom and France, which if you are staying at any of those resorts, I'm telling you, it is the best thing in the world to enter and exit through International Gateway. So those are the two areas of World Showcase that don't really count. We're not counting those, obviously.
Jagger and I got to play the drums. That was fun in the Outpost.
Yes,
so that was a good time.
I actually have a video of that. We'll put on our social media, on our Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. We'll put that up so everyone can see that.
I mean, just imagine if that gateway wasn't there. And you had to walk all the way around to the front when you're staying at the resorts behind there or the Skyliner.
And then to take a bus to those resorts. Oh, my goodness. That would be awful.
We're lucky. There's 2 entryways, which I don't think any other park has that. So
that's true, actually. Yeah. That is very true.
I feel like it's almost like 2 parks with the World Showcase and then the rest of Epcot.
Quote unquote Future World, because we're forever going to call it Future World. So let's start with number 11.
Okay.
Is it now? We were, again, I will say this all the time. We don't tell each other our answers. No. But as we were writing them down, we were sitting on opposite ends of the table, and you were like, easy. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, it's not for me, and mine's not as obvious as maybe yours is. So my guess is your last one, number 11, is going to be Morocco.
No,
I'm wrong. Okay.
It's China.
Oh, that makes sense.
We don't spend a lot of time there. We kind of go quickly through it. I do like the building and the architecture, but we really don't spend time there. So it's kind of like kind of skip it over. So that's why it's my last one. Maybe we have to explore it more. But that's my number 11.
Okay.
What's yours?
My number 11, you probably are going to be like, really? Is Canada.
No, really?
Yeah, you get rid of Martin Short, you become my last pick.
Yeah, but the Le Cellier is really good.
It's okay.
The waterfall's nice. Yeah, I do agree with you, Martin Short. That should never have been taken away. But we haven't seen the new one. But
no, and I think they got rid of the one with Catherine O'Hara and maybe not.
I thought I saw it there.
Oh, okay, then maybe it is. Again, you get rid of Martin Short, you become my least favorite country. No, I like Canada. I don't know. Le Cellier was good, but it was okay. I'm not a big steak eater, so I can't say they had the best steak in I almost said New Jersey in Disney World. I really haven't had another steak in Disney World. I don't think so, because like I said, I'm not a big steak eater. It's not my go-to. No. It was okay. I didn't mind it. Will I go again? Sure.
Yeah.
But
the band's playing.
Yeah, other countries have better bands in my opinion.
They got the maple syrup.
I don't. No? I'm good. Okay. I don't need it. I don't know.
Understand.
It's just we normally, or at least we used to go right into Canada first, and now we just skip it. We honestly, the only reason why we stopped in Canada this last trip was because we ate at Le Cellier, which will be in our vlogs that we have not released yet.
They're coming.
They are coming.
This
yes,
week,
promise.
I think, actually, they're going to come Friday, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's to me, it's like okay.
Yeah. Well, I get it. So. Well, my number 10 is surprising. No, it's not Canada.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
But it's it's close to Canada. America.
Is your number 10?
Yeah, because I'm already in America. I'm already there. Why do I? I'm like inside the country already, and then I'm inside America again. Doesn't make sense.
True.
And I can have all that stuff anytime, anywhere else. I do like the Regal Eagle, but
it's great.
The other stuff, like the theater is beautiful and all that, but that is just new. I'm just sleeping. So the singers are good. I don't know. I do like the amphitheater. I mean, that's a big plus.
Yes.
And that's considered America. I didn't really think of that part. But.
They called it something, and I actually wrote it down. America Garden Theater.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
But again, I can do that anytime, anywhere. The other countries, an experience there. But I mean, because we're American, so
okay.
Speechless.
Because I'm holding it in.
Okay. What's your
I'm holding it
number
in
10?
for when I get to America. 10 is not America. It is China.
Okay.
And I agree
Close
with
to
you.
mine. Yeah.
It's because we just don't spend enough time there. And I want to. I want to. You're right. The buildings, the architecture, everything is so cool looking. I do know I believe they have a table service restaurant there. And then they also have a quick service. The problem with the quick service, and it's Chinese food, right? Everybody loves Chinese food. There's no air conditioning. Yeah. So if it's a hot day, the last thing you want is Chinese food sitting, in the heat. I
had the food there. It was good.
It is good. We've stopped at the booths there during festivals. Yeah,
that's where I had the food.
The food is good. It's just, like exactly like you said, and you took the words right out of my mouth because that's what I was going to say. We don't spend enough time there, and I would like to. So
okay.
That's where I'm
at. We're close with that one.
Yes.
Let's see, number 9. I am going to have to say Morocco.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. Just,
pretty much the same reason, right?
Yeah.
As China. We really don't spend that much time there either.
We have tried to look at the shops there. Just nothing interests me for some reason. It's just too short of it's just like, to me, it's just, I don't know. I feel like there should be more there.
So that's also my number 9.
Okay.
And, they change a lot of things in there. There is an area as well that they have made they switch on and off. Sometimes it's a DVC, what do you call it?
Annual
lounge, if you will. Yeah. And then, sometimes it's an annual pass lounge. And I know when they first kick things off with that, there's always a huge line and you have to wait to get in it. To me, it's kind of like, what's the point of that? If you have to wait online anyway. Yeah. The cool thing about that, though, when they do that is they have special meet and greets. I remember,
that's cool.
remember seeing pictures of Genie.
Yeah.
The Genie was in there.
But the thing is with that, the reason why they put that there is because there's nothing else to do in there.
Well, I think they need to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
I think they need to figure it out. They have shops. The shops are in there. They have some historical things if you go into the nooks and crannies. They also have is it Round Spice or something Spice, something, it's a restaurant. I forgot the name of it, something along those lines. Yeah. Apparently the food's great.
Well, yeah, we haven't experienced it. That's, I think, that's why they're rated low.
Yeah.
I think so. Well, I have another one.
What's your number 8?
I don't know. Let me look. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
8 is Canada. For me. Because, I like Le Cellier. I like that they have a movie about Canada, so you can learn about it. Even Martin Short's obviously better for me, but I haven't seen the new one, so I can't judge. And I like that there's music playing only when the kids aren't napping. But
that's a tough one to cross over.
Yeah,
to walk through when the band plays.
I do like it. So, what about you?
Well, Canada, I always forget. Like you said, it always smells like popcorn, the caramel popcorn, or like the maple syrup popcorn. Really. So that's a nice touch to Canada. My number 8 is Germany. I feel like I'm aware. And
Italian.
I'm aware you are German, and clearly our children are as well. So I feel like my answer might change if we dine at the beer garden. Yeah. I'm a beer drinker. I like beer. So no matter what, I don't care what country we go to, beer, to me, I'm going to probably enjoy the beer, depending on what it is. But the food, I'm not 100% sold on German food. The giant pretzel, sure. Go and get one of those caramel butter bars or whatever it is. I'm sold. No, bratwurst doesn't do it for me.
What about the caramel? Weather's original.
Yeah, I love that place. Yes.
I do want to go to the beer. I keep saying I want to go to that beer garden. Yes. We should try to do that next time because they have bands playing German music, and we've seen vlogs, and it looks a lot of fun.
It does.
So, but you have to be able to drink a lot, which we don't really do too much.
Well, we can drink, right? But with the kids, it's a totally different story.
I have one beer.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah.
You're fine after that.
They're just, what it is? It's, right, if you're going to go get a beer, Germany's the place to go, right? But in my opinion, at least, there are other countries that have different kinds of drinks that I would rather have. I'll get to that later. But
well,
you know, that's just, I don't know.
Do you know that apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw this on some video that there was a ride built behind and there's just like a wall there now, but there was a ride. And there's still a ride.
I don't think they fully finished it.
Oh, okay.
I think they kind of like halved it and then
just gave up.
Yeah, I don't think they fully finished the ride. Is it still back there?
I don't know. I heard a rumor. Maybe look it up. See.
Yeah, no, it's
I feel like
true.
there should be a ride somewhere in the middle there.
It's definitely true. I just don't know if it's still intact or not. It might be. I don't know. But yeah, I think that would have been cool actually to see that.
Well, your 8 is my 7.
There it is.
So Germany is 7. Even though I'm German, I still like. I actually like going there because it's get to learn more about like where my family comes from and stuff like that. So
without actually going to Germany.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna go there. So, but
Epcot it is.
That's what I'm saying. It's a learning experience too, and you have fun. So. Yeah, I want to try the beer garden thing, and I do like the food there and the caramel.
Yeah,
all that.
What is it? It's like a butter bar, caramel butter bar. I don't know. My friend Dan, Jackson's dad, actually told us about it and said to try it, and we did on one of our trips, and it was really good. Very full of sugar, but very, very good.
It's the Werther's original, like that's where they come from. So
yeah.
Oh, so what about you? Number 7.
So what are we? We're at number 7 for me is Japan.
Oh.
Yes. And I don't want to reiterate because I feel like it's the same answer for the bottom half of my list.
Yeah.
But again, we do not spend enough time there. I want to go to the hibachi place. I would love to eat there. You know, I wrote down the name of it. What's it called? Yeah, Teppanyaki. That's it. Teppanyaki. Frushi. We love our frushi.
We tried
Not sushi, but frushi. During Flower and Garden, right? Yes, Flower and Garden. And the drummers. We love the drummers. Yeah. The drummers are cool. They have a great shop. Culturally, I think they do very well showcasing their, their culture. I've always wanted to pick a pearl. I've always wanted to do that to, as you open it up and, at the clam, there's a pearl inside because they reopened that, right? They're doing that still. Yeah. I know they closed it for a while. But yeah, I don't know. There's more in that pavilion that I would love to do. And I want to try to do that.
I'm surprised that it's not lower, like higher rated because you have the drummers, you got the frushi, you got the merch in there. It's all unique stuff. There's actually, when we went back in the back area one time, they had some cool statues and history about Japan. I think it's very well organized. And you also have the, I'm not sure what it's called, but the red sculpture thing in the water, and it looks out to Spaceship Earth. Yeah,
I'm not sure what it's called either, but yes, it's a representation of the country. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
They have a dragon too there sometimes for the Flower and Garden, right? It's Flower and Garden.
Flower and Garden does the topiaries. That's what it is. Yes, I understand what you're saying.
Still a good number.
I want to do more there, and that's just like Germany. I feel like once I do more, that those two countries might be rated higher. I don't know.
Okay. So I'm number 7 or 6? 6. My number 6 is Norway.
Okay.
Just because it's I don't know how Frozen has taken over.
Well, I was gonna ask you that because and I'm gonna skip ahead just for a second. We had an Instagram answer, Krista on Instagram.
Oh.
She said Norway, and I asked her, and I said, okay, it's your favorite country, but pre-Frozen or with Frozen? And she said, well, both.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you like Norway before or with Frozen? Before Frozen or with Frozen?
I kind of like it both as well, but I think that there's too much Frozen. I feel like I wish there was a little pushback, and the line's always out the door, and it kind of takes over the space. I do like the troll. Is it the troll or what is it in the merch area? But the merch area too is like
He's our favorite.
Filled with things that like, I don't know, just like jackets and stuff. So like I feel like I wish there was more merch for the country.
For the country, okay.
And the meet and greets we haven't done with Anna and
Elsa. Because they're like 2 hours long.
That's the problem. So that's the problem. I think it's just too small. I wish it was a little bigger. So that's why it's where it is.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It's not my number 6 though. My number 6 is France. Not a fan of French food. Okay. But that does not that doesn't mean anything for my ranking, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
This is the gray area for me, right? Right kind of in the middle of this ranking. There's a couple countries that to me I put in the same category, and I didn't know where to number them, and including Japan and now France. You know, Ratatouille we only did once. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I will do it again, and I would love to take Jagger on it. I think he would love it. We haven't tried the crepes back there because it was a really long wait last time we were there.
They look good, though.
They do look delicious. So, again, want to try that. Beauty and the Beast, you know, we haven't done that in the theater. We haven't seen that. Want to do that. They do have that ice cream sandwich, though, that we love.
That's why I rated it a little
higher.
Up.
Brioche bun, a warm brioche bun with ice cream and drizzle of sauce, and it's just this ooey gooey ice cream sandwich, and it is so amazing. You have to go to the gelato shop. I forgot the name of it, to get that. So I recommend that when you are in Epcot. But like I said, gray area with a couple of these countries right smack in the middle for me. I didn't know where to place it. I really do like France. Again, I want to do more there. Yeah. And that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay. Number 5 for me. Number 5 for me is Japan.
You did rank it higher.
I like the drummers. I was upset when they left, and now they're back, so it's good.
Yes.
And the frushi, like you said, I said the merch. I feel like it's well organized. So like I said before. So.
All right. Number 5 for me is Norway.
See, we're close. We're close on these numbers.
Yes, I love Frozen. I think it's a great touch. I think Disney is very smart about it because they know how to capitalize on it. And they're doing the same thing with Encanto coming up, with Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. It's not that it's bad. It's just too crowded.
It is a lot. I agree with you.
I feel like I can't experience it.
No, I totally understand. And it's a small pavilion. Is what it is compared to some of the other ones. It is a small area. There's not much. There is a treat shop. There is a merch shop, especially when you come off the ride. It kind of all connects there. There is the for the life of me, I cannot remember what the table service restaurant is. Starts with an A. It's with the characters. Yes, with the characters. They come out for breakfast, and great with the kids, especially little girls because of the princesses. But then, the meet and greet with Elsa and Anna is a very, very long line, and you cannot use. I was going to say Genie Plus, but it's not Genie Plus anymore. You cannot use a lightning lane for it. So if you want to meet Elsa and Anna, it's either a rope drop thing. The minute World Showcase opens, you go and you get online, or you wait online. Is what it is. It's long. It's long to meet them.
I see it either reconfiguring the buildings there or like expanding it at one point. Yeah. If they're going to keep the Frozen stuff.
But where do you expand it back? How do you expect? You just
reconstruct it, maybe.
Yeah, so. I don't know. But I think before they add anything to a country, they're going to think about adding a new country. Yeah. But that's a different story because we got enough announcements going on.
What are we on now?
I just did 5. So you're on 4.
Oh, the top 4. Here we go.
Top 4, yeah. And this is important now.
So my 4 is France, just because of that ice cream.
Yeah, okay.
And also, they have entertainment. They have the guy. I don't know if they're still there anymore. I hear things, but the guy used to stack the chairs up and do all that stuff there.
That's right.
The restaurant looks nice. We never ate there, but I would like to try it.
Yes.
They have the Ratatouille, like you said. They expanded it in the back. I think that was a great addition. They have the Beauty and the Beast thing, which we have to see, but I heard good things. And I don't know. There's a nice fountain. A lot. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm in France when I'm there. That's why I kind of like the experience of it.
The Eiffel Tower is there, and they do. Who's the meet and greet? Isabel?
I think so. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, the meat. It's just occasionally she's there. That's another thing I like about the countries is that there's never like a set time for the character meet and greets. You know, you'll have Belle there. Sometimes you'll see Mulan in China. You'll see Alice. You used to see Mary Poppins in UK. I don't know if you still do, but Alice is there. So you know.
You know who I'm waiting for in France to be meet and greet? Ratatouille. No, Remy.
Oh, I don't know if they'll ever do that. How would they do that?
A giant rat.
But he's a little rat. I don't want to picture with a giant rat.
Figment's little too, but he's huge. You meet him.
I feel like that's a different story.
I'm thinking Figment and Remy.
But like
hand in hand.
Wait a second. Figment is a dragon. It's acceptable.
Okay.
When I think of giant rat, I think of the giant rats that you see on the streets of New York.
Yeah, maybe that should be an America pavilion.
They're not. So. What are they? Were they strikers? They're not protesters. I don't know what the heck they are. No, I don't want a giant Remy meet and greet. Absolutely not. If they make it like a little like BB-8 type of meet and greet.
Yeah, okay.
You know, like I guess it would be like really little.
Yeah, they're doing animatronics of everything, so who knows?
Ryan, that's a bad idea.
I should be an Imagineer.
What number are we on?
4. Oh, that was 4 for me.
4. So 4. Are you done? I'm sorry, I didn't. You threw me off.
I'm trying to see here what my 3, 2, 1
giant rat meet and greet. My God. My number 4 is the UK, United Kingdom. I love
4. Okay.
Why? You don't even know where I'm going with the rest of this.
Right,
so you chill. I know what you're going to say first, so I'm just going to say the fish and chips.
Yes.
It's really good.
Oh my God.
One of the beer.
best. The best I've ever had.
They have great beer.
Yeah.
We drank a lot of that on our honeymoon at the UK. In my opinion, they have the best band. I think, at least in the back area, like where the garden is.
Yeah,
they play a lot of cover music. They do a lot of classic rock and 80s rock and stuff like that. Which I don't know. Do they consider that classic rock now? I don't know. I was called. Excuse me. I'm gonna for a second. Go off topic for a second. I was called a geriatric millennial recently. So apparently even the music I listen to, like the Backstreet Boys, is considered oldies. So.
Yeah, well.
Anyway. And you know what I love that they brought back is the Winnie the Pooh meet and greet in Christopher Robin's bedroom.
Yeah, that was cool.
I love it.
I like it, but I still think Mary Poppins would be really cool back there.
Well, yeah, she used to... Maybe she still does. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like I haven't heard or seen her in a while. But they used to do her meet and greet. She would just pop up kind of like Alice does in the pavilion, in the little garden area. And you would wait online and, you would meet her. I am a little upset that they never went through on that Mary Poppins land inside the pavilion. Remember they were going to have a whole street?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I'm sorry.
If they put that there, it would be really great.
Yeah, but that's done. They scratched that. It's not even a thing. At least right now, it's not even a thing. They have other things to worry about, obviously.
Well, it's a lot of construction again, which they don't want at Epcot right now.
Well, and I love Peter Pan. That's my favorite Disney movie. So they have, some of the Peter Pan stuff there because that's where it takes place also. So
the shops are cool.
Yes. Yeah. That's my number 4.
Okay. Number 3 for me is, I don't know. No. Italy.
Oh, okay.
I am Italian and German, like I said before, but I love it. I do like Italy, so that's my top 3. Number 3, though. The pizza is amazing, and I think that seals the deal for me. And you even have a to-go window when you don't want to sit there. That's a plus. I always feel like there's a good vibe there, and there's also a performer there too, a juggler.
The juggler, yeah. His name is Sergio. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's funny because he gets the people out in the crowd, especially kids. Yeah. And he gets them involved. Yeah. I
like the experience there too. So it's more based on experience for me. But what about you?
My number 3 is Italy.
Oh, perfect.
For the same reasons, pretty much. Via Napoli. We love Via Napoli. Great pizza. I don't care what anybody says. A lot of people don't like it, and I don't know why. It's great. And we're from New Jersey. We judge pizza all the time.
Yeah, it's good.
So Via Napoli, we love that. They also have gelato there, too. I mean, it's Italy, right?
Yeah.
You're right with the entertainment. They have great entertainment there as well. They always have a good food booth for the festivals as well.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, you can't really, well, you can mess up Italian food.
Yeah.
But their options are always,
It's always good.
It's always good. And wine. They have the wine tasting, which is great as well. And I feel like I get the most pure vibe of that specific country.
Yeah.
In that pavilion.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in Italy
Definitely.
when I'm in the Italy pavilion as opposed to the other countries.
I don't know if it rains in Italy, but it's always raining when we're there. Too.
That's true, actually.
And we can't find,
rain yet.
we can never find what we want in the merch either, but it's okay. I still like their merch store. I feel like we always look for something and it's never there.
That's true. That is true. Well, it just means it's popular.
That's why
all.
it's number 3 instead of 2 or 1.
Yes.
So my number 2, you're going to be surprised, is Mexico.
Okay. Interesting.
Because, again, I think the crowded area defeats, it kind of kills it for me, because I love the Grand Fiesta Tour, obviously, and I love that inside restaurant and vibe and feeling.
San Angelan.
And with the merch too in the front. Then you have the bar off to the side. But again, if you want an avocado margarita, you're gonna be waiting an hour or so just to get it. The lines are always long. It's hard to find a taco. To me, it's always hard to get in line. There's always a line. I feel like we're there, we want this and that, and we can never get it because the line's too long. Because when we have kids, you can't wait in a line.
There's a lot of complaining for this to be your number 2.
No, but I'm saying that's why it wasn't my number 1. It would have been, but I feel like I'm just not getting the full experience when I'm there.
Okay.
So, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's number 2.
I obviously disagree with you. My number 2 is America. Because I am a patriot, Ryan.
Okay. But you're already in America.
I am a patriot. No,
We've had this discussion on the vlog when we walk through. We're already in America. How are we in America again?
No, so let me explain.
It has to be represented. I understand.
Let me explain. Because we're always starting everything off with food. Regal Eagle, amazing brisket, amazing mac and cheese. Don't sleep on it. Get the barbecue there. Voices of Liberty are my favorite entertainment. Favorite entertainment period in all of Disney World. Other than Happily Ever After. Don't get that twisted.
It's very good.
I love it. They have beautiful voices, and it's so nice to just kind of sit and relax and just take a minute or 2 or 3 and just listen to them. I love it during the Christmas time because they sing Christmas songs too.
That's good. Yeah.
I know the theater and the show back there, you call it a snooze fest, and I understand that.
Not snooze fest. I appreciate the video. I just don't. I fall asleep.
Well, it's American history.
In the sun, and you're in this nice, relaxing theater, and it's cool.
Yeah,
it's happened.
No, I understand. I get that, and it's American history, and it can be very boring. It can be. Everyone remembers history class, right? It's not exactly. I
think it's just compared
the most fun. I get very emotional during the 9/11 portion, just because of the relation I had to 9/11 with my dad being there and all of that. So that is more, I guess, meaningful to someone like me.
No,
I think
it's very meaningful.
Just because of that. And then like we talked about before, the America Garden Theater, right? The big amphitheater they have there, and especially during, I think it's during every festival except. Do they do anything during Festival of the Arts there? I'm not sure, but I know. During Flower and Garden, they have concerts there. Yeah. During Food and Wine, they have concerts there. And then during Festival of the Holidays, they do the Christmas special that they have there. That's good,
too. And I don't think about, when I did this, I was like, I didn't think about, I cut the amphitheater out almost because I just thought it was like its own thing. But then I'm like, it is part of America.
It's part of America, it is.
I mean, you can't beat America, but I was just trying to be fair on my experience there. And, we're always like, oh, America. We just kind of, we know what it's about, because we're living in it.
Well, and you have to remember too, they changed what the pavilion was, a couple years ago. Regal Eagle is, I don't want to say new, but compared to other things is kind of new. Yeah. The shop on the right-hand side when you're facing the pavilion, that used to be actual merch. Now it's just like a gallery, which is still nice to go through. But, 9 times out of 10, a tourist is not going to go in and buy, a big giant photo, and how are you going to ship that home, right?
Yeah. Well,
so it's still nice to look at, though, because I really do appreciate those Disney artists. When Festival of the Arts comes around, there are so many pieces that we want to bring home with us because it's just amazing. But, again, we can't ship it home.
The funnel cake is good, and the bathrooms.
And the bathrooms, there are bathrooms. Oh, side note, there is not a bathroom in every pavilion, so be aware of that when you're going around World Showcase. Yep. America has one, Germany has one.
Yeah, there's a couple.
We
should rate bathrooms one time on their podcast.
We could do that. Yeah.
Disney bathrooms.
That's a good idea. Because there's a couple of them that are good. Okay.
That's something not everyone's doing.
Number 1.
My number 1, obviously, is the United Kingdom.
Yes.
Just because of the fish and chips.
The food, I told you. It goes back to the food.
The vibe. See, this is the thing. After you walk through, if you walk through Canada or whatever way you're going, I feel like you immediately feel like you're there.
Yeah.
The streets, it looks like the streets. I've been to England, but not London, but I've been to England. And, to me, it feels like you're there. Mm-hmm. They have the telephone thing and the little shops and the Royal, what is it called? The Rose and Crown?
Rose and Crown, yeah. Mm-hmm. They have Twinnings there, too. I always forget about the tea, right?
Tea,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fish and chips. I don't know. I feel like, again, if they did the Mary Poppins thing, even in they built the street in the back, that would be over the top, and I feel like it would really make it great. But I don't know. I like everything about it, so that's why it's number 1.
I love it. I love your answer.
Mm-hmm. What about you? I know.
Can you guess what my number 1 is?
Well, I know. Mexico.
Yes. 2 words. Donald Duck. That's it.
Yep.
No.
Well, that meet and greet's amazing.
Yes. Yes. Donald with his little sombrero.
Yeah.
He is just... He's so chill. He's so cool. Mm-hmm. I love Donald. I'm obsessed with Donald, obviously. Yeah. So naturally, anything Donald Duck, I'm going to flock to. But there are other reasons other than that, and the Grand Fiesta Tour, right? Grand Fiesta Tour. So I love my avocado margarita. I know you said that you will wait hours. La Cava del Tequila is the bar inside the pyramid or the pavilion. And that's where you can get your avocado margarita. I know it sounds weird. It might sound gross to you. I promise you it's not. It's amazing. So if you have time, definitely wait. You cannot get it at the margarita stand on the outside. You have to go literally inside into the tequila bar. That's where you can get it, and you can bring it back out with you.
See, that's the problem I had, though. Because I went out there, waited in that line,
I know.
And then they said, no, we don't have it. And they had to go inside and wait in another line.
Yeah.
And then, I love the restaurant, but I cut my
oh please
my gums.
San Angel is amazing. La Hacienda, we haven't had dinner there yet, and I would like to. But what's really cool about La Hacienda, that's the restaurant that sits kind of like on the water, like the opposite end of the pyramid in Mexico. They are closed for lunch, so if you grab lunch at the quick service in Mexico, you can actually go inside and use that seating to eat. Not a lot of people know that.
I didn't even know there was another restaurant.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I thought it was all one.
No, San Angel is inside.
Yeah.
La Hacienda is outside.
Oh, that one outside. Oh, okay,
yes.
With the birds, yeah.
With the birds.
A lot of birds around.
Okay, sure. Whatever
they
you
want
say.
The food.
Whatever you say. Well, that's the quick service.
Yeah.
And then next to it is La Hacienda.
That's right. Okay.
And you can go inside during lunch. Usually their doors are open, and you can go and you can sit and eat lunch there. And then don't forget about the mariachi band.
Oh, yeah. They serenaded us.
Amazing. They did. So lots of special things. We took a really cool picture with Donald on our engagement trip.
Yeah.
Which I love. It's one of my favorite pictures of that trip. So lots of personal meaning there also for me. But I love the Mexico Pavilion. I will agree with you. It is very, very crowded. Very crowded.
Popular.
Not only is it popular, but it's, again, a lot of people start to the left.
Yeah.
As opposed to the right. So your first country right there when you get into World Showcase is Mexico.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why it gets very, very crowded.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
What about? Do we have a couple?
Yeah, you know what?
Real quick?
We are actually we're pressed for time, so let's read maybe like 3. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Let me try to find.
I want to know what people.
I did mention Krista, who said Norway. Remember, I said
so
I
Norway
talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Ross Sauce on Instagram says they actually did a ranking, top 5 ranking. Mexico.
Okay.
France, number 2. Norway, number 3.
Yeah.
Japan, and then 5 is Germany.
Where's the United Kingdom?
Well, you'd have to ask them.
I mean, that's pretty close to what we've been doing. We were saying so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm just gonna go through maybe 2 or 3 more real quick. Patty on Instagram says France. It has something for everyone: food, drinks, entertainment, and characters. Right?
So, yeah, it's good.
Kevin on Instagram says Mexico, mostly because of the boat ride.
Oh, there you go.
Donald.
That's 3 for Mexico.
I told you. And then there was another one, and I think I might have deleted it. I'm sorry. It was Brian on Facebook, and I can't remember what he said.
Oh,
China. Was it China?
I thought it was Morocco.
Okay, maybe it was Morocco. You see? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brian.
Something about rocking Morocco.
Brian, if you are listening, if you want to comment on the video on YouTube, or if you want to send us a note and we'll mention it next episode, I apologize. I must have deleted I try to screenshot as they come in, but
it was like he said something about rocking Morocco.
Okay,
or
all right. Well, there you go, Morocco then. Well, this was fun. Yes. I liked this a lot.
I mean, I think it proves that there's something for everybody in every country, and you can't. It's really hard to rate them because they're all good.
Yeah.
There's really no. We did the impossible.
Yeah, and like we said, there's 11 countries. Like at some point, there is that gray area where it just becomes hard, and it's like, well, all of these are equal, so how do I rank them? And I think that's what happened there. Yep. So, I want to spend more time in the countries on our next trip. So,
and Mexico was my second one. So, was it? Yeah. It was my second one. So we were close.
Yeah, we were close. So, that was fun.
That's it for today.
Yes.
And we'll hang out with you on the next Adventures in Weberland.